So for in that previous session, we have written a sample plugin, right? Now that we need to register that plugin into the Dynamics 365. To register that plugin, we need a tool, plugin registration tool. How we can download that tool? So there is different ways we can follow. So I will tell you the easiest and simple way. Otherwise, we can search in the internet. You can get like we'll get a PowerShell script. With that PowerShell script, you can execute and you can get it. But you can search for in the internet. Okay, plugin registration tool. Okay, you will get a PowerShell script. But easiest way is that when you search for NuGet, so you will get a NuGet package here. Right, you can copy this one, this command. Okay, copy. Go to your Visual Studio. Go to the tools. Here you can see NuGet package manager console. Hit install, initialize, and where you can paste this one and we execute a project. Okay, couldn't find any project in this folder. Rebuild and play. Sometimes we will get this kind of issues. I mean, it's saying this folder. It's saying like this project is not there. Okay, we'll go other way with the PowerShell also. I think in my mission that's there is some issue with that. Or else what you can do, you can download the package. Okay, we can directly download the package also. In other way, what we have PowerShell. This is for registration process. They are from Microsoft website. This is the development tools, Dataverse development tools. So here you will have a plugin registration tool. This is the tool. So if you want to download it using the Power Apps CLI, these all are like the download PRT. This would be plugin registration tool. So for this one, if you want to go to this one, the pack tool, we have to install like a PSC, Power Apps CLI. We need to install. So to get a reference API, this will be the Dataverse tools. So first we need to go to the Power Platform CLI. We need to connect with that. So we need to install that command. So we need to go to the Visual Studio Code. So we need to go to the first Visual Studio Code extensions. The extensions you can see Power Platform tools. We need to install this one. Once these tools is installed, we have a terminal. Once you install, the pack CLI is already it's using in our. Okay, I think in my mission it's already installed. Okay, so I can go to the here terminal. Okay, here we can go to the terminal, new terminal. Okay, what is the command we have? PSC. Here I think we need to write that command. What is that command we have seen? Help. PAC tools help. Okay, this all the tools will come. So what the tool we need, we are focusing now, PAC tool, PRT, that means plugin registration tool. So now we can go to the here terminal, execute it. Yeah, it started installing. Okay, it's open. Directly it's open. But you can go to the Visual Studio from next time onwards, but how you can open, right? So here this installed in the this folder. Need to go to the this location in my mission. Here you can see PR plugin registration with tools. Just not get the new gate. No, that's not the. This is not the package. It will be here. Okay, I think it's taken some other place. So once we execute the shortcut, the installation is completed. Or if you want to execute in a particular path, you can give the CD. Okay, space colon C drive. Now if I go to the execute this tool, they should be in the C drive. Oh, it's already installed. That's why it is opening directly. It's launching. Okay, for now it's okay. This tool like you can install in your machine like that. Once the plugin installation tool is opened, generally how it will be. Generally the folder when you open it, it will come to the folder. From the folder you will have an icon like this plugin installation tool. So once when you double click on it, it will open. So when you click on new connection now here, okay. So here we have a display. Okay, display all organization. So when you click on display organizations for this username and password, whatever we have, that thing it will come. When you open it for on-premise versions, you will select this one on-premise where you will enter all the details. For cloud, we'll have this one. Okay. So once you click on login, it will search with that username and password with the organization, right? Within our organization. So I have these many environments. So now I want to register my plugin on this environment. So select that environment. Here it is used with service, discovery service. We just given a username and password and it's went and search, get all these CRM environments. Okay, when you click on login, select your environment and click on login. It will display all your available plugins. Even some out-of-box plugins also will be there. But out-of-box plugins you should not touch. Okay, when you touch it, it will be disturb your environment. It will take like some time to load all the plugin assemblies and SDK steps. Okay. So these all you have. These all like a plugins you have. So in the plugin registration tool, if you want to register a new assembly, you can go to the register a new assembly, new steps, new endpoints, new API. These all things we will be discussing later. Sure. Okay. But since we are working on a sample plugin, so I will go to the new assembly. So we have created a new plugin assembly. One plugin assembly can have a n number of plugin classes. Okay. So one plugin assembly can have a n number of plugin classes. Okay. So here, when we register a new assembly, you need to go to your path, open folder. Same, you need to go to the bin, debug. I think I did the build in the debug only, right? I cleaned it, then I forgot to. Once we clean, these folders will be data will be removed. Solution cleanup. Okay, again you have to rebuild. So now my DLL is this one, right? Now I can go to the plugin registration tool, load assembly, give the path, select your assembly. So here it will show in your plugin how many plugin classes you have. This one is like one is like a one plugin. Okay. So here while registering a plugin, you can see the specify the isolation mode. So for online versions, it always should be sandbox. So here sandbox and none. So we have a code level security. Sandbox is like a whatever the code we have written, we don't have a entire complete permissions on that environment. It's like a code level. We have some security. So sandbox we will always keep in a sandbox for cloud versions. If we are not keeping in a cloud on sandbox, if we're trying to register in none, it won't work. Only for on-premise, where we want to use like some HTTP web APIs you want to consume. During that time, we will keep for none. But most of the times for on-premise or the online, recommended way is like a sandbox. Okay. And here we need to specify where you want to upload your database. Sorry, your plugin. Where you want to show your plugin in the database. So generally here we will get your assembly. For cloud version, we get only database. For on-premise version, we will get a disk, GAC, database. 3 options you can see for on-premises. Okay, database means whatever the DLL we build, right? That DLL will be uploaded to the CRM database, SQL. Disk means manually you need to copy this DLL file on the CRM server. On-premise versions, we have a CRM servers. On the server, that specified location we need to copy. GAC means on the Windows GAC. We need to register first our DLL in the Windows GAC. From there, you need to select. So once you have click on a registered, say this plugin assembly is targeting to 4.7.2 of that. It's not supported. Rebuild the plugin on 4.7.1. Okay. So these kind of errors you will get. So now what we have to do, we have to go to our plugin project, the application 4.7.1. Yes, rebuild. Now again go back to here, select the assembly again and try to register. Now our assembly is got registered successfully. Now our code is uploaded to the CRM. Now we haven't mentioned where this code should be triggered. So మన కోడ్ ని అప్లోడ్ చేసాం సిఆర్ఎం లోకి, కానీ అది ఎప్పుడు ఎక్కడ ట్రిగర్ పని చేయాలని చెప్పలేదు కదా దానికి. సో ఫర్ దాట్ we need to register a SDK messages. Generally we will call it as a messages, but that complete name, if you go to the solutions, you can see the SDK messages, right? So that SDK messages we have to register from a plugin register tool. Now this is our plugin. You can expand assembly. You can see we have a one plugin class, right? Go to here, right click either from here, or you can go to the here, register a new step. Register a new step. So here we have a messages like a create, update, delete, assign. We have a like that lot of messages we have. So on which message our code should be triggered. So I'm taking for a create. Okay. On which entity we have written a code? On account entity. So while we are developing a plugin, we know on which entity we are going to register that and what message we are going to register. While developing itself, we know, right? So here I written a code for account entity. So here secondary entity, generally we don't need. We'll keep it none. Filtering attributes, right? Filtering attributes. This will be enabled for update scenario. Filtering attributes means when this particular field is got changed, you want to trigger a plugin. Okay, if you keep it all fields, any field if you modify in the entity, this plugin will trigger an update message, update or delete any other thing. But create, we don't have this all attributes. Always will be the all attributes. Okay, but create also they have given option now. Earlier we don't have that option. Okay, but for now I'm keeping for all the attributes. And this is a just a handler name. Okay. Here this is important, is a run context user. This plugin you want to execute with current logged in user context, or you want to give any specific user. Calling user is like a current login user. So CRM like ఎవరైతే లాగిన్ అవుతారో, ఎవరైతే రికార్డ్స్ సేవ్ చేస్తారో ఆ యూజర్ కాంటెక్స్ట్ లో రన్ అవుతుంది. అంటే ఏమైనా అప్డేట్ చేసినా, రికార్డ్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసినా మొత్తము ఆ యూజరే మోడిఫైడ్ బై ఉంటుంది. ఫీల్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా మనకి, మోడిఫైడ్ అనో, మోడిఫైడ్ బై, క్రియేటెడ్ బై ఉంటాయి కదా. సో కాలింగ్ యూజర్ కాంటెక్స్ట్ పెడితే ఎవరైతే అప్డేట్ చేస్తున్నారో ఈ ప్లగిన్ ఎవరి పేరు అయితే ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ అవుతుందో వాళ్ళ నేమ్ ఉంటుంది. అట్లా కాదని చెప్పేసి కొన్నిసార్లు కాలింగ్ యూజర్ ని పెట్టలేము. సో డ్యూ టు ది సెక్యూరిటీ పర్మిషన్స్. ఓకే, ఇన్ దట్ సినారియో, ఓకే, we'll give a service account name here. Okay, but simple example, you are a sales guy. Okay, you are a sales guy. Only you will have access to the sales entities. After sales entities, there is something service entity record has to be created, but you won't get this service entity. Plugin ద్వారా చేస్తున్నాం అనుకోండి, ఆ ప్లగిన్ సేల్స్ పర్సన్ యూజర్ కాంటెక్స్ట్ లో పెడితే సేల్స్ పర్సన్ కి సర్వీస్ ఎంటిటీస్ కి ఉండదు కదా. సో ఆ సినారియోలో ఆ ప్లగిన్ కాంటెక్స్ట్ సర్వీస్ అకౌంట్ తో రన్ చేస్తాము. ఇక్కడ మాన్యువల్ గా వచ్చి ఇక్కడ యూజర్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాము. ఇది ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఆర్డర్. సో మనకి సేమ్ ఎంటిటీకి సేమ్ మెసేజ్ కి మల్టిపుల్ ప్లగిన్స్ రిజిస్టర్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, నాకు ఫస్ట్ సీక్వెన్సింగ్ చేయాలనుకో, ఫస్ట్ నాకు ఈ ప్లగిన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వాలి, సెకండ్ ఈ ప్లగిన్, థర్డ్ ఈ ప్లగిన్, ఫోర్త్ ఈ ప్లగిన్ అన్నప్పుడు ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఆర్డర్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తాము. సేమ్ ఎంటిటీ సేమ్ స్టెప్. ఇప్పుడు అకౌంట్ ఎంటిటీ క్రియేషన్ మీద నేను ఒక ప్లగిన్ రాశానమ్మా, రేపు ఇంకో రిక్వైర్మెంట్ వచ్చింది, మీరు ఒక ప్లగిన్ రాస్తారు. ఓకే, బట్ సీక్వెన్స్ చేయాలి. ఫస్ట్ నా ప్లగిన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వాలి, నా లాజిక్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాత నీ లాజిక్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వాలంటే వి విల్ డూ ది ఆర్డరింగ్, ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఆర్డర్ ని ఇస్తాం మనం. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం, నా ప్లగిన్ కి ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఆర్డర్ 1 ఇస్తాము, రెండు మీ ప్లగిన్ కి 2 ఇస్తాము. ఇఫ్ బోత్ ది ప్లగిన్స్ వాంట్స్ టు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ ప్యారలల్లీ, డిపెండెన్సీ ఏం లేదు, రెండు ప్యారలల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వాలన్నప్పుడు రెండింటికి 1 ఇస్తాము. ఓకే, సో ది ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఆర్డర్ will be the sequencing the plugins. This is a description. Here, this is the main concept. In the afternoon, we have discussed, right? Validation. These are the execution context stages. We discussed about the 4 stages. Okay, pre-validation, pre-operation, main operation, post-operation. But I told you main operation, we are not able to register any plugin. So that's why you will not able to see the main operation here. Okay, I shown you one architecture diagram, right? There you can see that 4 stages and the thing. So here while registering, you can able to see only 3, because main operation is the actual database operations will happen. So I written the logic for the pre-operation. I will keep in a pre-operation. And if it's a pre-operation, it supports only synchronous. Synchronous. If it's a post operation, then both will be available. Both will support, right? Synchronous and asynchronous. But in my case, my code wants to work, it should be synchronous. And here it's a server or offline. Okay, what is mean by we have a CRM application, we are logging the URL we are doing. We have a dynamic CRM for Outlook also, mobile app also, right? So from mobile app, always users won't be connecting the internet. Okay, so what they will do, they will create a records in their mobile app that will store in a mobile local storage. Once the user connects to the internet, automatically the data will be pushed to the server, right? So here while your user doing the operations in offline, in the Outlook or in the mobile app, so during that time you want to trigger your plugin also, we will keep it offline. So other thing, we have a secure and unsecure configuration, so we will discuss it later. This is a separate topic for it. Okay, so once you click on a registration step, register a new step, you can see this step is got registered. Now we can go to our CRM, go back to the CRM accounts. Okay, when you create a new account, so our plugin will execute and create only. So here what I'm giving, so if I give this one test 222, if I click on save, it should come. What should come? What is the logic we have given? Test account 1. It should be replaced with this one. So when I click on save, so there is some logic. I think our team is done. See, it's got updated. So what I entered test 222. Once I click on save, in the back end, that plugin logic is got executed and it is changed. So this is how the sample plugin we have, we will be registering. Okay,